Let's examine the storm surge impacts in the Port O'Connor area. Calhoun County is one of the most vulnerable areas on the Texas coast because of its very low elevation. The following worst-case scenario storm surge maps will illustrate the potential flood inundation of a Category 3, 4, and 5 hurricane. These graphics are from the National Weather Service SLOSH storm surge model. Again, the accuracy of this model is plus or minus 20%. In this first image, we are looking at the potential storm surge inundation of a Category 3 hurricane, centered on Port O'Connor. This is a worst-case scenario map and assumes the right front quadrant of a Category 3 hurricane will move over this area. In a Category 3 storm, water levels could rise to 11 feet along the barrier island and 13 to 15 feet over the inland waterways, bays, and southern two-thirds of Calhoun County. As mentioned in the Port Aransas example earlier, you must subtract your elevation to obtain water depth. For example, the average elevation of Port O'Connor is 5 feet. Subtract 5 from 13 and you get an average water depth of 8 feet. If a storm passes just south of the Victoria Barge Canal, a 16-foot surge could be pushed all the way to the turning basin of the Barge Canal. In a Category 4 storm, water levels could reach 14 feet on the barrier island and 16 to 20 feet over inland bays, waterways, and the southern three-quarters of Calhoun County. Hurricane Carla produced a surge similar to this in 1961. A 22-foot storm surge could be pushed to the turning basin of the Victoria Barge Canal. In a Category 5 storm, water levels could reach 17 feet on the barrier island and 20 to 25 feet over inland bays, waterways, and all but the extreme northern portions of Calhoun County. A 28-foot surge could be pushed to the turning basin of the Barge Canal. This type of storm surge impact would be catastrophic for this area. The following GIS maps were produced by Dr. Gordon Wells from the University of Texas, Austin, using the National Weather Service storm surge model. This first series of maps shows the potential flood inundation of a Category 4 hurricane with water levels reaching 21.5 feet, mean sea level. In this example, water levels are near their normal level, but as the surge begins to rise, reaching a height of 21.5 feet, you can see the inland flood in penetration. I'll back up and show it again. In this second series of maps, you see the same information, but from a different perspective of Calhoun County. Water levels reaching 21.5 feet in this last image. Let's play that again. The next series of maps is centered over Matagorda County. From these images, you can see floodwaters surround portions of the South Texas Nuclear Project property. And we'll play this one more time. These flood inundation maps are for a potential Category 4 hurricane, similar to Hurricane Carla, that impacted this area in 1961.